What if I told you that having $1 million saved for retirement may not give you a lifestyle that's dramatically different from someone with only 500,000? Most Americans believe doubling their retirement savings means doubling their retirement lifestyle, but that's not what real-world retirement data shows. In fact, one hidden factor causes many retirees with large portfolios to spend far less than they actually can, while others with smaller portfolios retire more comfortably than expected. Welcome back to American Dream Finance. In today's video, we're breaking down the real difference between a $500K retirement and a $1 million retirement, how Social Security changes the equation, why most retirees misunderstand retirement income, and the critical mistake that can keep you working years longer than necessary. And here's why this matters. If you focus on the wrong retirement number, you could spend years chasing a goal that may not meaningfully improve your lifestyle. But if you understand the numbers correctly, you can build a retirement plan with more confidence, less stress, and a clearer path forward. Make sure you stay until the end, because I'll show you the most important retirement lesson that many Americans discover too late, and a simple framework you can use to determine whether you're already closer to retirement than you think. Let's get started. The real difference between a $500K and $1 million retirement portfolio. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, if I can just reach $1 million for retirement, everything will be different? A lot of Americans believe that. They look at a retirement account with $500,000 and compare it to $1 million, and they assume the person with $1 million must be living twice as well. But that's not usually how retirement works in real life. The first mistake many people make is focusing on the account balance instead of the income the account can actually produce. Those are two very different things. For example, imagine two retired couples. Couple A has $500,000 saved. Couple B has $1 million saved. At first glance, Couple B looks dramatically better off. After all, their portfolio is exactly twice as large. But here's the question that matters. How much spendable income does each household actually have every year? That's where things start to get interesting. Many retirement calculators use the 4% rule. Under that guideline, a $500,000 portfolio may support about $20,000 per year. A $1 million portfolio may support about $40,000 per year. On paper, the income doubles. But real retirees rarely behave that way. Most Americans don't spend retirement savings as aggressively as retirement models assume. Why? Because retirement is not just math, it's psychology. After spending 30 or 40 years building savings, many retirees become extremely cautious about spending those dollars. They worry about a major stock market crash, rising healthcare costs, long-term care expenses, living into their 90s, running out of money too soon. As a result, many retirees withdraw far less than financial models suggest. Instead of asking, "How much can I spend?" they ask, "What if something goes wrong?" That fear changes behavior, and it creates one of the biggest retirement mistakes in America. People chase a retirement number without knowing what lifestyle that number is supposed to fund. Think about it. If your desired retirement lifestyle costs $60,000 per year and Social Security already covers most of that amount, then the gap your portfolio must fill may be much smaller than you think. In other words, a bigger portfolio does not automatically create a dramatically bigger life. That's the key issue we'll solve in this video. Because before you spend years chasing another $500,000 in savings, you need to understand whether that extra money will truly change your daily retirement experience or simply give you more financial breathing room, and those are not the same thing. Key lesson. The biggest retirement mistake is focusing on a portfolio number instead of the income and lifestyle that portfolio can actually support. A $1 million retirement account is larger than a $500,000 account, But the difference in real-world retirement lifestyle is often much smaller than most people expect. Now that we understand the problem, let's talk about the solution. The goal of retirement planning is not to collect the biggest number possible. The goal is to create enough reliable income to support the life you want. That sounds simple, but most Americans do the opposite. They spend years chasing an arbitrary number like $1 million, $2 million, or even $3 million without ever calculating what their retirement actually costs. That's backwards. The smarter approach is to start with your lifestyle and work backward. Step 1. Calculate your real retirement spending. Ask yourself, what will I actually spend each month after I stop working? Most retirees spend money in 5 major categories: housing, healthcare, food, transportation, and lifestyle spending. Let's look at a realistic example. Suppose a retired couple needs housing $1,400 a month, food $900 a month, transportation $500 a month, healthcare $800 a month, entertainment and travel $900 a month. Total, $4,500 per month. That's about $54,000 per year. Notice something important. We didn't start with a portfolio balance. We started with a spending target. That's what real retirement planning looks like. Step 2. Understand the power of Social Security. This is where many people underestimate their position. For most American retirees, Social Security is the foundation of retirement income. Let's assume a married couple receives $48,000 to $55,000 in combined Social Security benefits. Immediately, a large portion of their retirement expenses is already covered. If they need $54,000 annually and Social Security provides $50,000, the portfolio only needs to provide $4,000 per year. Think about that. The retirement challenge suddenly looks very different. Many people focus entirely on investment balances while ignoring the fact that Social Security may already be covering most of their basic expenses. That's why income planning is often more important than balance watching. Step 3. Build multiple layers of income. The strongest retirement plans in America usually have several income sources. For example, Layer 1, Social Security. Layer 2, retirement portfolio withdrawals. Layer 3, cash reserves. Layer 4, optional part-time income or consulting work. When income comes from multiple sources, retirees feel much more confident during market downturns. Why? Because they don't need to sell investments every time the stock market falls. This flexibility can significantly reduce retirement stress. And retirement stress is often a bigger problem than retirement math. Step 4. Focus on financial freedom, not just net worth. Let's compare 2 retirees. Retiree A, $500,000 portfolio, no debt, reasonable spending habits, strong Social Security benefits. Retiree B, $1 million portfolio, higher spending lifestyle, larger financial obligations, constant worry about money. Who is actually wealthier? Many people assume retiree B, but financial freedom is not determined by portfolio size alone. It's determined by the relationship between income, expenses, and peace of mind. A retiree who consistently spends less than they earn may feel more secure than someone with a much larger portfolio. That's a reality many people overlook. Step 5. Understand what an extra $500,000 really buys. This is where expectations need to be realistic. Going from $500K to $1 million usually does not mean twice the happiness, twice the lifestyle, twice the enjoyment. What it often provides is more flexibility, more travel opportunities, more emergency protection, more healthcare security, more confidence during market downturns, more ability to help children or grandchildren. Those benefits matter a lot, but they're different from what most people imagine. The biggest upgrade is often not luxury, It's reduced financial anxiety, and that's a powerful benefit. Key lesson: the most successful retirees focus on income planning, spending control, and Social Security optimization, not just chasing a bigger portfolio balance. A retirement portfolio is a tool. The real goal is creating enough dependable income to fund the life you actually want. Now let's bring everything together. After looking at the numbers, the research, and real retirement behavior in the United States, one conclusion becomes very clear. A $1 million portfolio is better than a $500,000 portfolio, but it does not create a retirement lifestyle that is twice as good. That's the biggest lesson. Many Americans spend years chasing a retirement number without ever defining the life they want that money to support. And that's where mistakes happen. Action step number 1. Stop chasing a number and define your retirement lifestyle. Today, take out a piece of paper. Write down exactly what you want retirement to look like. Ask yourself, where will I live? How much travel do I want? What hobbies matter most? How often will I eat out? Will I help my children or grandchildren financially? What healthcare costs should I expect? Your retirement plan should be built around your answers, not around a random number you heard online. The goal is not to retire with $1 million. The goal is to retire with enough income to fund the life you want. Action step number 2. Calculate your retirement income gap. This is one of the most valuable exercises you can do. Start with your annual retirement spending goal. Let's use an example. Suppose you need $70,000 per year. Now estimate your future Social Security benefits. Let's say Social Security provides $55,000 per year. That means your portfolio only needs to generate $15,000 per year. That's your income gap. And once you know that number, retirement planning becomes much easier because now you're solving a real problem instead of chasing an arbitrary target. Always calculate the income gap first. Action step number 3. Build more margin, not more fear. Many retirees don't want a larger portfolio because they need a luxury lifestyle. They want a larger portfolio because they want more security. That's understandable, but don't let fear become your financial plan. A larger portfolio can provide more flexibility, more protection, more confidence, but eventually there comes a point where additional money produces smaller improvements in daily life. That's why you should constantly ask, will another $100,000 truly improve my life? Or am I simply moving the goalpost again? That's an important question because many people reach one goal and immediately create another, then another, then another, and before they know it, they have spent years delaying the life they worked so hard to build.
Action step number 4. Focus on what research actually shows. Studies consistently show something interesting. Retirees with more assets generally spend more, but they do not spend proportionally more. The retiree with $1 million may travel more often, feel more comfortable spending money, have a larger emergency cushion, worry less during market declines. But both retirees are often living in similar communities, shopping at similar stores, driving similar vehicles, spending time with family, enjoying similar daily routines. This is why financial confidence often matters more than financial comparison. Stop comparing your retirement to someone else's. Build the retirement that fits your life. The final retirement truth. If you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. Retirement success is not determined by how much money you accumulate. Retirement success is determined by how well your income supports the life you want to live. $1 million can be a wonderful goal, so can 500,000. Neither number is magical. What matters is whether your plan provides reliable income, reasonable spending flexibility, healthcare protection, long-term sustainability, and peace of mind. Because at the end of the day, The biggest difference between a $500K retirement and a $1 million retirement is often not the house, the car, or the vacations. It's the confidence that comes from knowing your future is secure. And sometimes that confidence is worth more than the extra money itself. Final key takeaway: don't build your retirement around a portfolio number. Build it around the life you want, the income you need, and the peace of mind you deserve. That's how real retirement planning works in the United States.
Your support motivates us, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.